What are we doing? Best line?
Yeah.
Think of something cool. Tell him I said it. That's what Buffy says to Jenny after she cold cocks Giles.
Yeah.
What do you think Jenny told him?
I think she just told him what happened. I think she just told him exactly.
So
yeah,
this girl's about to go off and die to try and save the world, and you're not going to honor her last wish?
Yeah.
Jenny's a bitch.
All right. Meeting of the yearbook committee.
Last meeting of the season of the yearbook committee. What we were going to do, I'll give you a little tease. We were going to count up who had won the most, best and worst dressed, etc. from these. But we didn't know what the tallies were going to be for this episode. So we're going to do the year one ultimate winners for the yearbook when we do the season 2 premiere next week, which, we're not taking any time off.
Yeah.
Next Monday, we're back with season 2. But let's get it started. Do you have a category you would like to do first or last, or you don't care? Okay. Who was worst dressed for you?
Unfortunately, Cordy and I were in agreement about Willow's outfit.
Yes.
At that time, it wasn't good.
Let me join that party.
Great, all three of us.
Best dressed. I think I know what you're going to say, and I think I probably agree with you.
Yeah, I tried to pick something other than Buffy's final look, but it's so good.
Honorable mention for Jenny again.
Yeah.
She's got a couple different things. She's got a little cardigan sweater that looks pretty cute. And I said, I bet you Jenny could pull off that horrible thing Willow was wearing, but you're right. It would have been a different fit.
Yeah, it would have been a different fit.
So I had Buffy in the dress.
How could you?
With the jacket.
With the jacket, of course. Yeah.
Best line.
Best line was actually one that Buffy delivered in her incredible monologue that particularly broke my heart, where she asks Giles, will you train her or will they send someone else? And that moment of she's dispensable, but this guy is definitely a father figure to her. And to think that he would just move on to the next
is heartbreaking.
It
makes the threat of dying that much worse.
Yeah.
That whole scene was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
From everybody. David.
Yeah.
Anthony, Tony, as his friends call him.
Yeah.
Sarah Michelle, everyone killed it in that one. It was so well written.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Best line?
Yeah.
Think of something cool. Tell him I said it. That's what Buffy says to Jenny after she cold cocks Giles.
Yeah.
What do you think Jenny told him?
I think she just told him what happened. I think she just told him exactly.
So
yeah,
this girl's about to go off and die to try and save the world, and you're not going to honor her last wish?
Yeah.
Jenny's a bitch. What was your worst line?
I guess a guy's got to be undead to make time with you.
No, that's right. I did not like I flunked the written.
Yeah.
But I think part of it was I thought she was going to say something else, and so I was a victim of my own expectations.
What did you think she was going to say?
So when they're talking about the prophecy, when she and Kool-Aid Mouth are talking about the prophecy, they're down under in the sewer water. He says prophecies are tricky creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So when he says to her, you're supposed to be dead, it is written, I wanted her to say, yeah, well, prophecies are tricky creatures. So I was gearing up for that. And then she goes, I flunked the written. I was just like,
yeah,
fuck this.
You're right. That was better. Let's pretend that's what she said.
Yeah, okay. So that was
what's next?
Extra. Me throwing my fucking thing
was.
Here. Did you have a best move?
Tied.
Okay.
Tie was Cordy driving through the wall.
Okay.
And Buffy's smirk right before she stakes the vampire in the beginning.
Cool. We didn't have any crossover.
Okay.
Mine was a vampire's reaching through the window and Cordelia bites him and goes, how do you like it?
I missed that.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh my God. I love that.
It's great.
That's great.
And then who's your most likely?
Let's see. What did I have? Most likely to walk Buffy down the aisle because Hank sucks. Giles.
Oh, that was heartfelt. I feel like we should have ended with yours. Mine's so dumb.
Let's hear it.
Most likely to get boned, Kool-Aid Mouth. Because he turns into a skeleton at the end. So he gets boned. Come back.
God, I'm only coming back for you guys, not him. All right, we did it. Season 1.
In the books. Any closing thoughts about what it's been like to do an entire season of this? We've done 12 of these.
I was just delighted that watching this season less passively, I enjoyed it much more than I recalled enjoying it, just because there's some fucking D's and D- episodes in there. So I think, but even the ones that were like D's, there was more to enjoy in them than I remembered.
Yeah, there's always charm in there. I think you said something like this, something similar to that in a previous episode, and I remember I wanted to remark on it. The moment passed was like, by watching the show more critically, somehow you were less critical.
Yeah, truly.
Which I found that beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I would have remembered, I kind of had classified the entire first season as just a skunk fest.
Mm-hmm.
There was some really great episodes. And like I said, even the clunkiest ones had stuff about them that I did like. So
Agreed.
I'm excited to see where we go from here. This is a jumping off point into probably what's going to feel more like the show. And again, I don't remember what happens to Jenny. I don't know when Oz shows up.
Really?
Like, I don't know how he shows up, how much Oz we get, how far into the next season. Is he even in the next season? When do we meet Spike? I have no fucking idea. Like,
this is so fun, you guys.
So excited to, like I said, 5, 6, 7, I know very well.
Yeah.
I don't have any idea what I'm in for.
Oh my God. This is going to be fun.
So it's going to be amazing. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. If you want to follow us on social media, we're at Major Slayage Pod on all the things. Check out our other show, Kim and Ket Stay Alive Maybe, co-starring her and Kim Burns, produced by me, every Wednesday, wherever you listen to podcasts.
And Kim is going to be, I've already signed her up for this. Kim is going to be on at least the 6th episode of every season.
We'll see what Kim has to say about that, but that would be the plan, because she was here for the pack and it was hilarious and a lot of fun. So KK Sam at KK Sam Podcast on social media for that show every Wednesday. We're here every Monday on YouTube. Please click like, subscribe, say something in the comments. We don't care what.
I care.
She wants it to be nice.
Yeah.
Nice would be great, but I'll take, what's that line from Braveheart? Alive if possible, dead just as good. So just comment anything at all that occurs to you. Share this with a friend. We will
share
be back.
Share it with 5 friends. 5 by 5. So that's 25 friends. Do you have 20? Oh, do you not have 25 friends?
She's the boss. So do what she says. It'll make my life easier. You do what she says. But yeah, can't thank you enough. We're out of here. We'll see you next week for season 2.
Woo!
And until then,
dust you later.